6 p.m. Eastern.
Jodi loves being on trial. That's the bold accusation tonight. That's the accusation that this jury is deliberating about as we speak. So as they deliberate, let's see what the other jurors at home have decided. 97% guilty, 3% not guilty as to that bold accusation. Vinny, what do you think?
I'm not surprised, because that's what has attracted everyone to this trial. Right now, though, I want to take a look at what the jury doesn't know. Tonight, more of Jodi Arias' scary behavior. Travis's best friend, Chris Hughes, talking about a frightful night when Jodi and Travis were staying at his house. Take a look.
Travis, I want to make this as concise as I can, but we had Travis come up to our room one night just to talk to him about some of these things that you're asking about that we had observed in Jodi and in her behavior, and a long list, way longer than we have time for tonight. And Jodi was there, but she was downstairs in a different bedroom and sleeping, and we're talking for, a couple hours, and all of a sudden my wife, she's got a sixth sense, and she says, "Oh my gosh, she's out there." She's whispering this, and we're all looking at her like, "Who, Jodi?" And she says, "Yeah, she's out there, she's listening." And so we're all kind of freaked out, and we change the subject for about 30 seconds, and there's a knock at the door, and it's Jodi. Now, this is in the late hours of the night. She's supposed to be asleep in another bedroom, and she says, "Hey, everything okay?" And we're like, "Everything's fine." Travis is like, "Fine, I'll come down, say goodnight a little bit later." Well, then we continue our conversation. Maybe another 45 minutes to an hour goes by, and my wife gets this feeling again, and she goes, "She's out there again." She's listening to our conversation. She's whispering this, of course. And so Travis jumps off the bed, jerks the door open. There's Jodi Arias with the most frightening, evil. I've never seen anything like it before or since, and I've seen a lot of things in my 40 years. Nothing like what we saw that night. And we knew it was just a feeling that we had that downloaded everything to our minds, what this woman was capable of. We knew it in that moment. And as a matter of fact, we told Travis, "You go downstairs and you handle that. We're going to bed." We were so freaked out, and we laid there in bed, my wife and I, wondering, are our children safe? Do we need to go get our kids? How did we get to this place in our life where someone like this is in our house? We saw, we felt, we knew then.
This scary fatal attraction stuff. Linda Kenny Bodden represented Casey Anthony, part of that team. Judge Larry also with us, oversaw the Anna Nicole Smith case. Linda, fatal attraction is what came to my mind the first time I read what this story was about. Chris and Sky Hughes felt that, yet Travis, I guess, didn't see it.
Yeah, whatever happened, it was the perfect storm. But Vinny, the sad truth is there are domestic violence victims, and women and men are killed every day in this country, girlfriends and boyfriends, jilted lovers. They're a danger because they love it. It's a sickness that causes them to kill. They want to be possessed. And the question is, why is she different? Every victim is important. Every single victim, every dead person is important. But does she get the death penalty because she killed Travis? What's in her? And I don't know the answer to that.
Judge Larry, what do you think it was? Was it as simple as the sex was that good that he didn't want to say goodbye? His best friend is telling, "Get away from this woman."
Well, I was single till I was 50. Sex is an addiction. It's a tough thing to resist. And yes, she knew how to wiggle. She knew how to use sex as a power. And she knew when she would call him certain times of the day, certain times of the night, she got him back like Pavlov's dog. And this sex, though, created a diversion in the case. You remember, Vinny, when we were growing up, we'd have a snowball fight. You throw one snowball up in the air, and then you hit the person in the head with the second snowball. This prosecutor, when I drove a taxi cab and you wanted to go to Manhattan, some of the drivers would take you to Staten Island to run up the meter. This prosecutor got diverted. Didn't keep it simple.
Our meter just ran out, Judge. The jury's reached a verdict. Thanks so much, Judge. The jury has to say with Joey Jackson.
Yes, they are. This jury has reached a verdict. We are going to take that verdict now, starting with juror number 1. Not guilty, juror 2. Not guilty, not guilty, juror 4. Guilty, juror 5. Not guilty, juror 6. Guilty, juror 7. Not guilty, juror 8. Guilty, juror 9. Not guilty, juror 10. Guilty, juror 11. Guilty, and juror 12. Guilty. Welcome a split verdict. So, you know what? Juror 1?
Yes, Joey. I believe that
Jodi definitely loves the attention, and she loves the limelight being on her. She loves it that she can control. And in the courtroom, she cannot control the process. She can't control the prosecutor. Therefore, I can't say that she loves being on trial.
Aha, now this is a real hung jury. Juror 2.
I agree. She does love the attention. The control that she had with being the last person to have sex with Travis, that was a control she did. But the fact that she loves being on trial, I don't think so, because she can't do anything. She has to tell her what to do. So I don't believe she loves being on trial. She loves attention.
Joe, we've got our first hung jury. Can we hear from Uncle Gills tonight?
Wait for this for a long time. The answer is no.
All right, the bottom line, this is a tough issue, but I see a woman who loves it up there, and I believe that's why it was 18 days, because of the way she answered those questions, and she loved the battle with Juan Martinez. Come on, admit that.
I think that there are aspects of the trial she does love, but that doesn't mean she loves the trial as a whole.
All right, thank you so much. Great job by everyone. You're in on today's issue. But let's get testimony scheduled in the trial. We'll have another live jury in studio and another verdict. That is tonight for HLN After Dark.
I think that she likes the attention the most. I think she just comes alive when that camera hits her. I think that she's screaming sometimes, she's messing with her hair, or she's smirking at people, and just brings out her narcissism and just makes her come to life. That is.
I think the trial with Jodi is going to connect with Travis Alexander for the rest of her life. That's the way that she's going to keep him with her. That's the only way that she could have him.
She's just getting all the attention in the world. She's getting, people standing outside the courthouse who'd give anything just to have a chance to see her for a second. She's turning herself into her own version of a celebrity.